options, apparently. Okay, here we go. So, Callie, it's been a while. What are you up to lately? We want to know. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Oh my goodness. What am I not doing?
Not doing.
So, well, as you know, like I've got my Arbonne business. And then just because of doing that, you know, it gets you into personal growth. And through the personal growth, I really resonated with Bob Proctor and everything that he teaches. And I really got thinking, like, the aspect that I love so much about network marketing is helping people and coaching people. And so I really wanted to kind of take things into a direction of coaching people, but using Bob's material, because it just resonates with me. It makes sense and it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So we have, and then Tim's doing it with me, because I just feel like, you know, to do that as a couple, we can grow something together. Doing personal growth changes you. So when you're doing it together, you grow together as a couple. So that's what we're doing.
So is it speaking engagements, or how do you talk about?
So everything we do now is, because of COVID, is all online. We'd have online information sessions. We do our coaching all online. So, which is great because we were already doing the online coaching anyway. And it hasn't really changed our business that much. It's just more of getting out and meeting new people. It's that the networking part has taken a halt. So it's just networking through other ways, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So explain what the Bob Proctor, for those people that aren't familiar with him. Like, you can go, he's like uber popular. He's the first one pops up, but in your words, explain who he is.
Explain who Bob Proctor is. So he really is, he's really the forefather of personal growth, really. You know, if you really think back to, he's probably the oldest person right now. He's been studying it for almost 60 years. And he goes back, so his mentor was somebody by the name of Earl Nightingale. And Earl Nightingale was coached by Napoleon Hill, who wrote Think and Grow Rich. And Napoleon was brought into personal growth through Andrew Carnegie, who was the first billionaire in the US back in the early 1900s. So that's kind of Bob's lineage. And what I love about him is he's just really, he takes personal growth, but really breaks it down. It's simple. It's easy to digest. I find a lot of the personal growth mentors out there really make it hard to follow. And Bob's whole philosophy is that if you tell me what you want, I can show you how to get there. And so it's really about there's scientific facts that back him up, his philosophies up, and it's really about how our mindset, our subconscious mind, really controls us. And so we have two minds. We have our conscious mind, and then it's our subconscious mind. And so we'll sit there and think that we're in control. We think that, this is what I want and this is where I'm going. And then your subconscious mind is actually on autopilot taking over. And it's all of our habits and our thoughts and our feelings and how we've been raised. That's really what's driving us. It's not necessarily what we think we want. And so it's about reprogramming and figuring out what they're called paradigms, but figuring out what your paradigms are and then reprogramming your subconscious mind to be in alignment with what you want.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It is. It's very cool.
Really. Because I've read The Secret, and I know he's featured in that, and Rhonda was the author of that book, but he is very prominent throughout that book with Beckwith and all those guys. But I never knew that he had his own sort of school of thought or
that lineage. And that's when I was introduced to Bob. Like if you've watched The Secret, he was the one that resonated the most with me. And I didn't know who he was back, I think it was 2006 that came out. I always thought, oh, he makes so much sense. And then little did I know he was living in our backyard pretty much. He lives in Thornhill.
What?
So he's a Toronto, yeah, he's a Toronto boy.
I thought he was like stateside.
No, he is Canadian through and through, and raised in Toronto, right? I know. And so interesting when you get to and people in Canada don't know about him as much. Like he is so internationally well known. He has coached some of the biggest billionaires in the world, like companies. He took a Prudential, an insurance company, and took them past the $1 billion mark years ago just by changing a few of the corporate paradigms that they had. Like he delivers some pretty amazing results, and it's very simple stuff. It's just tweaking some simple things that can change massive results.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So this is like a program that you and Tim are now offering, that you've been taught how to teach his.
Yeah, so it's really facilitating because it's all online. So I mean, we live in an online world. So Bob, this program was actually designed for corporations, and he and his partner Sandy Gallagher. Sandy was a really prominent corporate lawyer. She went to one of his events back in the like 2006 or something, and she said this, and it actually is how I felt the first time I heard Bob. She said it was like he took her brain out of her head, shook it around, and put it back in. And I was like, that is exactly how I felt when I heard Bob for the first time, because I thought I had heard it all, but I had never heard it the way he puts it, and I've never heard it put so simply. And so she designed this program because she said, we need to bring personal growth to the corporations. And so this Thinking into Results program was really designed for corporations. And then what happened was, like, they were giving it to their kids to listen to, and they were applying it to their own lives. And, you know, people's spouses were listening to it and working with the program, and they were finding that it was actually changing people. Not just in the corporate way, but just everyday people, right? And so it's really designed for everyone in your family. It's a great program. And so, yeah, Tim and I, Bob teaches the program online, but Tim and I facilitate it. And then we help bring people through the program, because how many times have you bought a personal growth program and, you know, you listen to the first couple of modules and then you're like, I'll go back to that, and you never finish it, right? And you spend all this money and you don't do the program. And so what Tim and I do is we keep people accountable. There's a lot of worksheets and helping people kind of navigate the program. And then we just do coaching calls with people because everybody's different. And some people come into this with different backgrounds, different mindsets, and it's just helping bring the program and how we can kind of make it for them. So
yeah. Is it for personal use, or can it be applied to business as well?
It's both.
It's both, yeah.
Yeah. Because think it like, if it's going to help you personally, it's going to help you in your business, right? And really when you think about it, we are like how we think is really dictates what we attract, what, you know, the kind of clients you bring in, how you if you're thinking, you know, on a positive vibration, you're just going to be vibrating at a higher level. You're going to be attracting different people to you. And if you're on a negative vibration, you're going to be attracting more of what you don't want, you know? And so, yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty life-changing. And I mean, I think about right now, even going through COVID, we're handling it very differently than I think we would have a year ago if it had happened, right? Just because of our mindsets, we're very different. And yeah, and I think it's been great. Like I have friends that are like, oh, my kids are going through anxiety right now and they're freaking out. And I'm like, my kids are great. Like it was so funny. Olivia was talking to her friend who was sad the other day, and I could overhear her, and she goes, you know, you just need to think happier thoughts, because the universe will bring you what you want if you just think better. And I'm like, oh my God, she's overhearing us.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So how do people start the program or get in touch with you?
So they can get in touch. Our business is called Breakthrough Mastery Mentors, and we're on Facebook. We have my website's not up yet because we were just getting it up, and then COVID hit, and so now I'm a teacher apparently, and so I got to finish my website, but it would be breakthroughmasterymentors.com, and yeah. And it's, you know what, it's really a life-changing program, and it really is something for the entire family. You know, it's not something, and it's also something that you own, because I'll tell you, I did coaching with a coach. This is back like maybe 6 years ago. And I spent a lot of money on this coach, and I don't own the program. I can't go back and redo it. What I love is you own it. So for the rest of your life, this program is something that as you evolve, you're going to be wanting to have new goals, and you're going to be going for different things, because one of our biggest things as humans is we need to grow and expand. So once you hit your goal, it's about what's your next goal. And so you're always going to be applying these techniques as you develop and as you grow. And this program is something that you can always have. So yeah, so we offer the program, and we also offer the coaching with our program for a year. So you can go through the program. It's a 6-month program, and you can go through it twice with us.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
That's very cool. So you guys are like personal trainers, keeping everybody on track.
Personal trainers for your brain.
That's awesome. And so how long ago did you do that course or do your thing with Bob?
So we started coaching. We loved his information and this program so much that we decided to start coaching. So we signed up to be coaches back in November. Yeah.
Is it your full-time? Is it your full-time right now?
I do both. Like I do my coaching, and I still also have my network marketing business that I built. And the nice thing about that business is I built it so that it's kind of just running on its own. You know, I still pay attention to it, but this is sort of like, I feel like everything has led me to this point. Yeah. And I feel like, yeah, like this is what I want to be doing. I'm so excited to just help other people have breakthroughs, because I think in life we get stuck, and it really is, it's just changing your mindset, and that can just change your entire life.
Awesome. I think everybody should look into doing something like that just to amp it up, and especially in this time where everybody's so, not knowing what's going to happen for a future. Like, this is the perfect time to start looking at it in a different light.
Well, and I'm finding now with COVID and people kind of, their lives have sort of taken a bit of a shake, right? And it gets people thinking differently. It gets people going, okay, what I thought was important really isn't important now. And so this is a great program, especially for now, because I think people are now kind of opening themselves up to, I got to start thinking differently. I want to maybe make a change in my life, and I think I need some help along the way. So that's what this program does.
Oh, that's amazing.
But yeah, like get on our Facebook group. It's Breakthrough Mastery Mentors, and we've got great information on there, just for free.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you, Kelly. And we'll be sure to put all that stuff on our Facebook page and Instagram and all that sort of stuff, and get people to your group.
Yeah, I'd love that. And I also have a Calendly link that if anybody wanted to set up a 30-minute call, I'm happy to do that as well.
Oh,
So I can
perfect.
send you a link. Yeah.
Amazing. Awesome.
Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.